Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways.
I'm about to drop some hugely powerful alpha. And that's what they call it. They call it alpha, believe me. Okay? And not many people know this, but alpha means that I know big things, strong things, powerful things. So here's the alpha, folks. If you want to be hugely rich like me, you got to join and subscribe to the BLEEVESCRYPTO YouTube channel. You got to become a member because many people say, quite frankly, it's the strongest YouTube channel out there. It's fantastic. It's the best. So let me know what you think, folks. Funny Donald Duck.
I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 Lady, and I got my shine. Money in my pocket and we're feeling fine. Radio's loud and we're playing Sublime. I think it's gonna be a good day, my oh my. I can't believe I made it this far, it's a miracle. Floating in the clouds now, used to be miserable. Never looking back since I changed my ways. I'm on that good life tip today. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Baby, we can have it all. We can make love out of waterfalls. I'm living that good life after all. Yeah. La da da da, good life, sitting by the fire. La da day, good life, feeling that breeze.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleeves. This is Bedtime with Bleeves. This is an abridged, updated version here. We're not going to be on here for very long tonight. I got stuff going on, but first things first, security, NordVPN, money, BitGet, trading, MEXC, crypto.com. Guys, it helps me tremendously when you go to those places and sign up and start using any one of those, specifically BitGet. I think they give you $5,100. You can get up to $9,100 with MEXC. Also, there's a trading competition going on that I'm part of with MEXC this month, and I'm going to whoop your ass on shorts and longs this month. It's futures trading. It's going to be for the month of April, and I am going to stomp you like a grape. I'm telling you right now. We are now partnered here with NGN. We're going to be doing daily content. We're already partnered with them, but we did kind of talk about it, and now we're going to do some daily coverage on that. So you will see videos coming out every single day. Plus, we did ship videos as we do, and we're going to talk about that too, but probably not too much right now. But let's get into it right now because we do have a short schedule. Are we in altcoin season? Hell no. But we were at 22, and now we're at 27, which is a big change, and that is a difference that probably helps us along to get to that season. Now, it seems like a very low sort of number. It seems like that spike just kind of registered a big move, but really it's just kind of where it's been for a long period of time, right? But then we move along and look at, by the way, Ethereum is just blowing up out of its goddamn mind right now. Bitcoin's starting to come alive, not having the greatest of days, but you can see the general crypto market has been pretty green overall. Nothing has stood out as getting off to a massive run. So are we in altcoin season? Well, clearly we're not. We did have a moment, a short moment earlier this year where, Conflux makes it look heroic, so to speak. Singularity, 805%, Injective, 339%. Like, there's some of them out here that have just been going off. Aptos might even be going off again. Render token could be having a nice little run at some point in the future. There's plenty of them out here that are ready to go. But until that capital starts to really move into the market, and you look up here and you can see 1.189 this morning, 1.182 this afternoon. So 7 billion has come out of the market and 45 billion 0.6 in trading volume. means that there's less volume than there was in the last 24 hours. So what does that all mean? Well, money seems to be coming out slowly, but it's still kind of maintaining. You see that from Ethereum. We're going to look at the charts and stuff like that. We're going to go through news first. We're going to get our way into this. Dogecoin sets off a meme coin rally after Elon Musk's Twitter logo changed. This is the shittiest meme coin rally in the history of Joshua. I don't know why this guy is allowed to make posts at this point. I'm not here to be critical of Joshua Ramos. I'm sure he's doing what I assume he calls the most goodest I could possibly have been due, or whatever he says. But I mean, this is just kind of crazy. What we've got here is Dogecoin 30%, nice little run. But then we look at Floki, Shiba, and more memes rally behind Doge. So what we get is Dogecoin has set off a meme coin rally after Elon Musk changed the Twitter logo. Specifically, Musk switched the traditional bluebird to the famous Dogecoin, thus leading to a 26% increase in the original. Additionally, Shiba, Floki, Doge have noted impressive rallies following the development. Is that a meme coin season? Stop being stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? Floki had about 16% on the weekly chart, but does that sound like a gigantic subsequent jumping more than 10% over the last 24 hours? Doge Elon Musk 7.4%. SHIB 5.75 in the middle of the article. This is how ridiculous this is, okay? This is how ridiculous. In the middle of him saying, hey, it looks like we're kicking off a mini rally, he's like, oh yeah, well, the SHIB didn't pump. Also, Shiba Predator didn't pump. Also, Baby Doge didn't pump. So he's basically telling you that he was forced to write an article that he just apparently didn't want to do because it's all bullshit. By the way, did you see Donald Trump got arrested? That's crazy, right? 34 felony counts of fraud is what he's being indicted for. And that is absolutely bonkers. And Melania, look, I saw a meme today where Melania was talking about it was that look that you get on your face. Let me show it to you, as a matter of fact. There's me and my dog, by the way. He's passed away, but when your husband gets indicted for cheating on you. So unbelievable. Melania, she's just got to be having a great day. Like, look, you know, and I know, right? So she's just having a banger of a day. Now, while we're on this subject of coins that are pumping, this could be the next target for Solana as the price turns bullish. Now, I'm not prepared, or I wasn't prepared to say that it has turned bullish because, you know, like everybody else, we all saw these moves right here, right? So it's trading at 2090 at the time of writing. The recent price appreciation allowed the bulls to break through a crucial resistance, turn into support. Solana could encounter another resistance at 2340. Now, that represents a significant over 10% increase in the price action. And I did say that I think that Solana actually has the ability to make a run. The problem that I have with it is I can't get in at a good price. If I do that, and you know, I want to look at Solana here. If I get in at 2104, I feel like I'm just taking a risk here. If it doesn't come back down into a range that I would be comfortable with, and look, it ranged down here and it popped through this box up to about 25, and then it came back down to around 20 before spiking up here to 26, came down here at about 1590, and rallied its way back up. It's just kind of ranging right now, like most of the market. If it comes down, it's a play. If it goes up inside this green box, and look, this box has been pretty consistent, as you can see right here, maybe could go up slightly a bit for the purpose of trading. But you know, generally speaking, this is a very tradable sort of range. If it comes up to the top, short it. If it comes down to the bottom, go long. Basically, that's it, right? I wouldn't look. It's a little volatile, so I wouldn't use leverage. And also 21, this line right here, 23, that is a kind of a resistance point. So or 2178 might be, you know, kind of as best it's going to do on this next little run, because you see here it's starting to struggle. And if you just consider the last two tops, then it is in this downward sort of trajectory. So if it comes down here, let's go. If it comes up here, let's short it a little bit and see what happens. So that's what it looks like. So I would be on the boat that Solana could be having a nice little move, but I just can't see myself for that price action to be a player in that game. Now, Trump indicted in the hour after the 45th president was arrested Tuesday afternoon. The collection saw 30 sales, a 462% increase after a long period of token holder dormancy. Now, we were told all over Twitter, everybody's talking about the giant increase in what's going on with the Trump NFT collection. So this is what they called a giant move. 30 sales, which means basically a 462% increase means that basically nobody's trading any Trump NFTs, right? That they're kind of dead there and they're being held on to. And when I say dead, I shouldn't say dead because the price amount of them apparently still kind of sits at a pretty decent clip, right? However, though it was a large jump, it's also a relatively small amount of activity for the NFT space. For context, one of the top trending collectibles, Nakimigos, had 1,286 sales in the same 6-hour period. So now the thing is, they were bought for $99, and the floor prices stayed steady at around 0.5 ETH or around $930. So you're basically up a 10x on your Trump NFTs if you got them at $99. So big move. And by the way, every time a trade happens, every time one is bought and sold, then money goes back to Trump, I guess for his defense fund now, but and that's kind of silly, but so there it is. Not a lot of stuff going on, but 30, which is reason enough for I guess MAGA, whatever you call it, to say, well, it looks like we got a whole lot of inner-effortees, or they took our jobs, or whatever I don't know. Anyway, let's move on a little bit here. Bitwise CIO Matt Hugin says Ethereum game changer imminent, asserts we are in a bull market. So the chief investment officer of Bitwise says that planned Ethereum upgrades will cause the ecosystem to flourish like never before. In an interview with Anthony Pompliano, Hogan says that the development facility in the Ethereum ecosystem is likely to soar once Ethereum Improvement Proposal 4844 is complete, since the upgrade aims to drastically lower transaction costs. What I'm really excited about is going into the Ethereum ecosystem, in particular EIP 4844, and how it will quash costs on layer 2 solutions. I think people don't understand how important that is. If they don't understand the value of a price that's effectively zero, if you think about the cost of crypto transaction, it's gone from a few dollars on average with spikes into the hundreds to a handful of 20 cents and 10 cents. It's going to be sub-penny by the end of this year if Ethereum executes on its roadmap. Now remember, EIP 4844 is not coming in April. It is coming towards the end of the year. But listen, when you get to the point where that's actually happening, then that's when you're going to see just a massive run on Ethereum. So when we get some notice that EIP 4844 is starting to go to the first Gorley, I think when it goes to Gorley, then it is on. And I would just think that the price action would just start to bubble and it would start to upgrade, and it's going to get really, really interesting over a short period of time. If I'm guessing the sentiment in the market could change, things could get real weird, but that's what I consider is probably going to happen. And he is, pretty much here saying more broadly, I'm just excited to see animal spirits returning to crypto. We are in a bull market. It's funny. You go out to investors and they still sort of have this bear market mentality. Crypto is the best performing asset class in the world this year. I think that as it seeps in, we're going to see some of the other animal spirits return to the space. So Ethereum and the roadmap there, the broader bull market in crypto and how that will change. I think this will be very exciting year, but I think the next 3 years are going to be phenomenal in crypto. And guys, listen, the last time we got to this point, it was, I want to say 3 trillion in capital that was brought into the market. And I'm projecting now that we're going to do 5 trillion on the next run. Just imagine what some of your favorite cryptos are going to be sitting at when we have 4 trillion more dollars injected into this. And we have the benefit of a meme run. We have the benefit of an altcoin season. Just imagine the value of everything if you just have the patience to wait this out. And if you're making plays like I am, if you're making plays, make sure you're buying bottoms and selling tops. Make sure that you're taking your profits on the way, and then use that money. Look, if you're gonna use it for yourself, use it for yourself. But if not, use it to buy assets that you believe have value in the altcoin market. And guess what? Or Bitcoin, by the way. And then guess what? Just let it sit, and it will reward you exponentially. If you're already in meme coins and you're deeply invested in meme coins, just hodl. Just all you have to do is just hodl. and wait for the moment. There will be a moment, and we will get a moment like we did back in, I want to say it was October of 2021. And I tell you what, every one of these meme coins went just absolutely bonkers. April of 2021, it's just absolutely bonkers. Everything went completely out of its mind, and it's coming again. And we'll do a 10x at some point on everything in your wallet. We're just going to 10x everything that you're holding that's active. That is, we're just going to 10x. I assure you, it's coming. You just have to have a little bit of patience and give it some time. Now, moving on, because we are vaulting, and because this channel is always vaulting, the OKX wallet is the first in Web3 to utilize leading edge MPC technology together with support of 37 blockchains. OKX, the second largest crypto exchange by trading volume and the leading Web 3.0 technology company, today upgraded its OKX wallet to become the first Web3 wallet to utilize leading edge MP, which is multi-party computation technology, in combination with its support of an industry best 37 blockchains. In addition, the wallet upgrade also includes a first of its kind asset recovery feature called Independent Emergency Escape. The Independent Emergency Escape feature is unique in the market because it allows users to recover access to their assets without the involvement of OKX. To recover access in an emergency situation, users will need two of the three access credentials: a device, a cloud backup, or an OKX account login. MPC technology eliminates the need for traditional written down keys and seed phrases by splitting a user's private key into three parts, greatly improving security and eliminating a single point of failure. The upgrade adds to the existing features of the leading OKX wallet, which is a decentralized multi-chain wallet that allows users to take custody of their own crypto. Guys, I'm excited when I'm talking about OKX at this point. And listen, I do think this is a great cryptocurrency exchange, but how can you not be excited by what you're listening to? This is revolution. This is revolutionizing crypto wallets. And I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing, bada bing, ching, ching, big profit. So if I can't have a little fun with you and say that kind of shit, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? So OKX wallet integrating with VoltaChange, by the way, incredible opportunity here. So I'm super excited, and I hope that you guys are super excited as well, because OKX it looks like they are leading. In fairness here, this is some groundbreaking technology in a space that always has it, but we don't really appreciate it a lot of times. So now the final thing over here is I did a time to play guess that announcement. What do you think of the Volt announcement for April 17? Wrong answers only. And the first thing I got is Elon Musk is Voltoshi. So my reply is I said wrong answers only. Volt, this one says they have hired their first female dev. She is a very experienced crypto trader who will shake things up a bit. Introducing Caroline Ellison. Voltoshi will buy out all the circulating supply. Listing on CoinGecko. So have fun. Go in there, by the way, if you haven't already, go find that. Leave a comment on it. Certainly having fun with it. And I hope that you guys are too. But let's go look at some charts now, because it is time to figure out what in the F is going on. Now, crypto market is at $1.155 trillion, having a nice little spike. This is a day chart, so you can see that the day has been moving pretty well. On the hourly chart, however, it was a nice little run, and it's been kind of a dump for a little for the last hour or so, down to this from 1.159 trillion. So again, the capital is coming back into the market slowly but surely. You can see right here, this is the total DeFi market. Look at DeFi. DeFi is taking off, but let's talk Bitcoin now. So we've had this range on Bitcoin, and we're in the top of the range. So there has to be a point. There has to be a point where it either gives or it sends. So we're at that point right now because we're hovering at the top of this trend line. Now, if we can't break the support of this, and we're not doing it right now, then we probably have a problem. We've got a problem here, okay? And that is, we're probably going to come down here and we're going to test 26,722. By the way, if we get up here and you start to see some red, it's an opportunity to short, right? And when you get back down here to 26,727, I'm going to suggest going long, because I'm not. Look, this is the range, right? How long have we been in this range? We have to look at this, and we have to be, look, let's just be fair about this. We've been in this range for 17 days. How long were we in the previous range? And we have to come out here, and we're going to have to use a day chart in order to look at that one, right? And we're just inside the channel here without breakouts or anything like that. How long are we just kind of in this channel? And that was for 43 days. Okay. Now, how long were we at the bottom or at the go area before it started to move outside of that? And that was going to be 58 days. So look, we're about halfway through this. It can continue to do this. But again, this move right here, let's equate it to this right here, right? How long did this last? We're going to go 19 days. Did I say 19? Let's go back over here. And we're just going to look at something silly here. 19 days. Okay. Now let's go take this and let's do 19 days over here. And we're at now 19 days. There we are. So this is 19 days. This candle right here. Now look at this. This looks a lot like this, a lot more trading volatility, but the pattern really kind of shapes up to this right here. Now, what happened on day 20? A dump, a massive dump. And we went from 22,839 all the way down to 21,670. That's about 1,200 points. So if we have a dump like that of about 1,200 points from 28,220, that puts us back down here at our bounce point, and probably the 200 weekly EMA might even come into play. As you can see it right here running. We may even, because this is still coming up, we might even see this little crossover, but this is coming, right? We're going to see this in the next little while, and we should be ready to play it to its best advantage. Now, I'm not recommending, I would not recommend, by the way, leverage at this point, but I do think if you have the capital to buy yourself a Bitcoin at 25.5 or even 26.6 at this point, buy yourself a Bitcoin, because it is going, like we are going to see, I'm telling you right now, we're going to see 30,000 very, very soon. We're probably just packing the bag right here for the next move, right? This move right here, and then we're going back up. Now, if we do that and we continue on this trend line that we've been on for all of this time, what happens? Well, then we take this and we go out a couple days and we say that, well, we're probably going to get this move right here, and that's going to be the crossover here, right? It's going to trend here and it's going to come back up. And now what are we doing? We're testing 30,000 right here. And then what do? We come back down, which is what the pattern was before. And where did we test? Where did we test? Where did we test? We came back down to the 200 SMA. So let's kind of move that out and say that if we're doing that, then this is what's going to be happening. So what happens here? We come back down here into this area or into this area, which is now going to be about 22.6, and then we're off to the races. Guys, this is one of those gigantic bounces that happens, and look, you get lucky sometimes and you get in. Look, you get in at 19,000, and then in a couple days you're at 27,000 on Bitcoin, right? So, and by the way, if we, for any reason, I'm telling you right now, if we end up touching the SMA on this, then I can assure you we are going to be doing some leverage trading, and I will probably go long for about 20,000, and I will like 10x the leverage, assuming we're not going to go past this 200 SMA. I'm going to be taking a risk, a huge risk on this, but that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, because I don't see that. Look, this is life-changing. I think this is a life-changing sort of opportunity if we start to see that drawdown. So I don't know what you guys think, but that's exactly what I think. Now, as for Ethereum, here we go. You guys can see right here, we're pumping and pumping and pumping. I do think that we're heading to 1900. We should hit 1900 at any point, but Ethereum is just showing enormous strength. And now, the problem that I have here is, I can't bring myself to get in here until I get down here into this is a long way. And look, we've been up here before, right? And then it came all the way down, tested this. So don't get nervous, right? It tested the 50 SMA. Then it came back up and it rode the 50 SMA until it broke down, and then came down to the 200, which was going along with the 200 weekly as well. And then what did we get? We got a rocket ship, right? And now we're having this big movement, and we might even get some more movement. But look, this is coming up. We're going to test this one more time. And on the daily, we're looking at, and I'm going to point the hour out, because that's where we're, that's where I normally trade, is off the hour. But I'm always paying attention to this daily chart, 1684. So it does show you we can bounce down to it, and it does show you that we can go down to this SMA, and also have this 1373 down here as well. Now, that is a long-term support line. So let's move a little bit over to the 1 hour, and let's look at the 1 hour. You can see that we're trading up here at 1816. So, and then 1796. So I'm not a buyer on the 50-day SMA. That's just too rich for that. That doesn't feel like the right place to get in to me. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to be shrewd because I'm looking at this. Even though we've had this mad spike, right? And even though we've had this big move, if you look over here, we do settle a lot on the 200 right now. A lot on the 200. Now, do we hit the 50? Of course we hit the 50. We ride this 50, but when we bounce strong and hard, and it does seem to be that we do go into this 200. Now, not only do we go into the 200, but we also have this affinity right here for 1770 right now. And by the way, once this is confirmed and once we've gotten some 4-hour candles that have broken out, we've got a few here, then it's going to be time to start looking at a new pattern, and we're going to start looking at a new channel here. Perhaps if we use this as support, then we've got an all new channel and we're just going up and up and up and away. So it doesn't change my position. It doesn't change that I do think that we're going to hit these, we're going to test these, the 200 and the 50, but it doesn't change that. But it does make me say, you know, the trading volume, if, for example, let's go back over here to the 1 hour. So in trading volume, right? If I'm going to do something right now, if I'm sure that Ethereum is coming down, then I'm going to short it way up here around, you know, let's call it 1900, because at 1900 it should dump. Like it should be relatively academic at this point that when we hit, and I'm going to go ahead and put a line up here at 1900. If we hit 1900, then we are dumping back down. And if you take the time and we do a fib retracement off of, we're going to call it this right here because this is the bounce, and we go up here, then this is where you're looking at the 618 line, which is where you go for a deep recovery, right? That's right there at the top of this green line. It's symmetry, right? It's perfectly played out. We had a nice little run here. Now, when I move this down to where we actually are, then you can see a little variance. So I do think it's going to 1900. So when that happens, and when we see that, then we're right here at this 1825 level. When we get that 1820, again, 1900, short it, ride it down to this area here. And then look, I'm going to go long, and I'm going to probably do like a 3 to 5x on it, and just see how it plays out. Like, because I think that we're going to have a gigantic run, but I do think that a correction is coming. So that's what I'm doing. As far as SHIB goes, we're at the top of this range. I want to see it bounce down. I want to see it come down here for a test before I'm a player in it. Bone, I don't see any enthusiasm in it at all right now. Just a real tightening sort of channel and a real tightening sort of band. I don't think there's going to be anything big that happens over there. I'm not seeing any kind of life out of Crow. It's coming back up, but it's coming up with the general market. Lunk is a shit show right now. I'm going to remain bullish on it for the entire time because I know that it will fix itself, and there's too many people involved that want good things for it to not succeed. So at some point it will succeed, but right now it's a fucking disaster. Doge. Doge is coming back down. So I think that I don't know that the experiment is over yet, but it's starting to wane because I told you guys that, you know, the market's not going to hold this for over 24 hours, and it's not. It's starting to wind down. We were at 10,400. We were at 10,300. Now we're coming back down. We did come down here, by the way, to 88 yesterday, so probably the same thing. Again, come down a little bit lower. As for the rest of it, let's get over here because we've got MMAI having a good day, but I mean, you know, it's basically Ethereum having a good day. 39.31. Look, they've had $800 in volume, so just dead, right? Terra 31.54, 135K in volume, so it's having a nice little spike, but it needs to continue to do this for a few more days. Like, we really need to see something good happen consistently day in and day out for trading volume. I'm not saying for look, they got a centralized exchange. They're available in the United States. I'm already over there. I'm signed up. I haven't traded because they don't do futures trading yet, but they will. Cato 1408. I do have content coming out for them on Thursday. Floki down to 36.95. Did have a nice little run. Did have a nice little spike. But that's not that significant. I mean, that's Jesus Christ. Like, we're, you know. Wiz Protocol 2329, Saitama 1885, Wagme Game 6398. Wagme still continues to give a little bit of a pump here and there, and it continues to move up. So at some point, and they're at NFT New York right now. And Scott Herman, if you haven't seen it right now, he's in a battle armor and shit like that. Like, it's really fun what's going on over there. SHIB again 1128, Decanect 4092, Bone 108. Hex 7813, NGN 5787. I did buy some more Hex NGN, by the way, today. So I am in there a little bit deeper. Volt 1513, looking for a reversal on Volt. It's testing some lows over here at 1500. I told you guys that this was, I took everything off here, but I did say that, 1500 is basically an area of support that, it bounces at this point. So I do think that it's bouncing, and I do think that it's basically reversing right now, and the trend's going to go back up. But we do need an announcement. I think all the eggs are in a big basket for the 17th of the month, that we're going to see something incredible that happens at that point. Lily in 52.55, not a lot of trading volume either. Then we have over here BRL at 90.25, again $900 in trading volume. Volt just had another, it looks like, dump of a small amount, but it's affecting it. So ETH price looks like it might be coming back down because that's the pairing thing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is not financial advice. My name is Believes. I am always right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you tipped, I appreciate it. But this pre-recording, I had some shit to do tonight. So I will talk to you guys again live 8 a.m. tomorrow. And yeah, let's do the outro. And you guys have a good night. And we'll see you in the morning.
Mr. Pine Cones come a long, long way. So everybody get sideways. Sing it.